I still remember the day the trouble started. It was a warm summer morning, and I was out in the fields, tending to my family's land. My home, where my ancestors had toiled and sweated for generations. The sun was shining bright, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming wildflowers. It was a day like any other, until I received a visit from Sheriff Jenkins. He pulled up in his dusty cruiser, his boots kicking up dirt as he stepped out. I knew something was amiss by the look on his face. He tipped his hat, and I could sense the condescension in his tone as he said, "Morning, boy." Boy, that's what he called me, like I was some kind of inferior being. I felt my anger rise, but I bit my tongue. "What can I do for you, Sheriff?" I asked, trying to keep my tone even. "There's been reports of milk thefts in the area," he said, his eyes scanning the property. "Folks are saying it's been happening for weeks. I'm just here to ask if you've seen anything suspicious." I knew right then and there that something wasn't right. I had seen some strange activity around our farm at night, but I had written it off as kids messing around. But now, with the sheriff standing in front of me, I had a feeling it was more than that. I looked him straight in the eye and said, "No, Sheriff. I haven't seen anything." But I knew I had to investigate further. I had to protect my family's land, my home. Little did I know, this was just the beginning of a long and treacherous fight against a powerful white mafia boss who would stop at nothing to take what was rightfully mine. I'll never forget the day the sheriff came to my doorstep, a smug grin spreading across his face like a disease. He claimed he was there to help me, to catch the thief who'd been stealing from my family's land. But I knew better. I knew he was just trying to pacify me, to make me think he was on my side. "My family's worked this land for generations," I told him, my voice firm but laced with a hint of desperation. "We can't afford to lose it to some thief." The sheriff nodded sympathetically, but his eyes told a different story. They said, "You're just a black man. What do you know about running a farm?" They said, "You're lucky I'm even bothering to help you." But I didn't back down. I looked him straight in the eye and said, "I want to catch this thief, Sheriff. I want to make sure they pay for what they've done." He smiled again, this time with a hint of amusement. "I've got just the thing," he said, pulling out a flyer from his pocket. "We're going to set up a sting operation, catch the thief in the act. And we're going to do it with a bake sale." I raised an eyebrow, skeptical. "A bake sale?" The sheriff nodded. "It's the perfect cover. Who'd ever suspect a thing? We'll set up a table, sell some sweet treats, and wait for our thief to take the bait." I didn't know what to say. Part of me wanted to